The rain is pounding the cracked windshield of a 20-year-old pickup truck. Parked outside a 24-hour diner at 2:14 a.m. inside, 8-year-old Lily is asleep against her father's arm, her tiny stomach growling loud enough to hear over the storm. Jake, unshaven and hollow-eyed, counts the last 3 crumpled dollars in his wallet, the exact price of one kid's grilled cheese meal. That's all they have left in the world tonight. Suddenly the diner door swings open. A soaked woman stumbles in, shaking, clutching a torn grocery bag like it's the only thing keeping her alive. She looks at the menu, then at her empty palms and starts to cry silently. Jake doesn't hesitate. He slides the $3 across the counter and tells the waitress, "Give her whatever she wants. We're good." What would you do if you had nothing, and someone needed it more than you? Could you give away your child's last meal to a total stranger? Jake Harlan, 34, used to frame houses in Ohio until the layoffs hit 2 winters ago. Now he and Lily bounce between motels and his rusty Ford, chasing seasonal work that never quite materializes. Lily still believes her daddy can fix anything with duct tape and a smile. Most nights he proves her right. Tonight they're in a small Pennsylvania town after Jake's. Truck through a belt 200 miles from the next job. The diner, neon sign flickering, open. 47 is the only light on the highway. Inside, cracked red vinyl booths, the smell of burnt coffee, and a waitress named Darla who's seen every kind of broke. The woman who just walked in is Emma Reynolds. Once a middle school art teacher. She lost everything, apartment, savings, dignity, when medical bills for her late mother swallowed her whole. She's been living out of her car for 3 weeks. Too proud to ask for help, too hungry to sleep. Jake watches Emma count loose change that won't even buy coffee. Lily wakes up, rubs her eyes, and whispers, "Daddy, she looks cold." Jake's stomach twists. Lily hasn't eaten since yesterday's gas station hot dog, but he remembers his own mother saying, "There's always someone who has it worse, baby." He tears the grilled cheese order ticket in half, writes for the lady on the back, and hands it to Darla with the $3. Darla raises an eyebrow but doesn't argue. She's watched Jake share his last cigarette with truckers before. Emma's eyes widen when Darla sets a full plate in front of her. Grilled cheese, fries, and a chocolate milkshake. "There must be a mistake," she stammers. "No mistake," Darla says, nodding toward Jake's booth. "That man paid for it. Said you looked like you needed it more." Emma turns. Jake gives a small, tired wave, then pretends to study the sugar packets so she won't see him blink back tears. Emma approaches their booth, clutching the plate like it might disappear. I can't take your little girl's dinner." Lily sits up straight. "It's okay." Daddy says sharing makes the hungry go away for 2 people instead of 1. Jake forces a laugh. "Kid's smarter than me." Emma hesitates, then slides into the opposite seat. She eats slowly, as if every bite might be her last for days. Between bites she explains quietly, shamefully, about the hospital bills, the eviction, the car that's almost out of gas. Jake listens without judgment. He knows that story in his bones. When Emma finishes, she reaches into her torn grocery bag and pulls out a crumpled $20 bill, her emergency gas money. "Please take this." "It's all I have, but it's yours now." Jake gently pushes it back. "We're good, really. Keep it. Tomorrow's another day." Emma's eyes fill. "I don't know how to thank you." "You just did," Jake says, nodding at the empty plate. Outside, the rain slows to a drizzle. Jake checks his phone. Still no call about tomorrow's roofing job. Lily's eyelids droop again. He knows they'll be sleeping in the truck tonight. Belly's empty, but heart's weirdly full. Emma stands, clutching the 20 like a lifeline. "I'll find a way to pay this forward." "I swear." Jake just smiles. Get some rest. Morning breaks gray and cold. Jake sips lukewarm diner coffee refilled for free by Darla while Lily colors on a placemat with borrowed crayons. Emma is gone, he assumes for good. At 7:03 a.m., a sleek black SUV pulls up. A well-dressed man in his 50s steps out, scanning the diner. He spots Jake and strides over. "You Jake Harlan?" Jake nods cautiously. The man extends a hand. "Name's Michael Reynolds. Emma's my sister. She called me at dawn, hasn't asked for help in 2 years. Said a man and his little girl gave her their last meal and refused payment. Wouldn't stop crying about it." Jake shifts uncomfortably. "Wasn't a big deal." Michael reaches into his coat and pulls out an envelope. Emma insisted I find you. There's 500 cash in here, more than enough for a week of motel rooms and real groceries. And he slides a business card across the table. I own a construction company 30 miles west. We're short a lead framer who knows old school stick building. Starts tomorrow if you want. It benefits. Apartment above the office is empty, comes with the job. Jake stares, speechless. Lily tugs his sleeve. Daddy, does this mean we get to sleep in a real bed? Michael smiles at her. With Disney sheets if you want, kiddo. Jake's hands shake as he opens the envelope. The cash is real. The business card is real. The hope rising in his chest feels dangerously real. He looks up to thank Michael, but Michael is already pointing out the window. Emma stands beside the SUV, eyes red from crying happy tears. She walks in slower this time and stops at their booth. I was too proud to ask anyone for help, she says, voice cracking. You didn't even know my name, and you gave me everything you had left. She kneels so she's eye level with, Lily, your daddy saved me last night, sweetheart. Not just my stomach, my faith in people. Lily throws her arms around Emma's neck without hesitation. Emma freezes, then hugs back like she's been starving for this too. Jake clears his throat, but the lump won't go down. We were just paying forward what someone once did for us, he manages. Emma stands, wipes her face, and looks Jake in the eye. Then let us pay it forward to you, please. For the first time in years, Jake lets himself cry in front of his daughter. Lily pats his back like he's the child. It's okay, Daddy. Happy tears are allowed. The diner goes quiet. Darla pretends to wipe the same spot on the counter over and over, sniffling. Even the short order cook peeks through the pass-through, eyes glassy. Outside, the clouds part. A thin shaft of sunlight hits the booth, warming 3 people who, 12 hours ago, thought they had nothing left to give. 1 month later, Jake stands on a half-finished roof, tool belt snug, laughing as Lily runs circles below with Michael's golden retriever. The apartment above the office smells like fresh paint and pizza. Every Friday night, Emma drops by after her new teaching job, arms full of art supplies for Lily. Some evenings, the 3 of them sit on the porch swing, 3 plates, 3 glasses of lemonade. One little family nobody planned but everybody needed. Jake never asked for repayment. He just gave away $3 and a grilled cheese sandwich on the worst night of his life. Sometimes the smallest act plants the biggest miracle. Lily looks up at the sky one twilight and says, Daddy, remember when we had no food and you gave it away anyway? Jake kisses the top of her head. Best decision I ever made, baby girl. If this story touched your heart, please hit that like button. Drop a comment telling us what you would have done that rainy night. And subscribe for more true-to-life emotional short films every week. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss a story that reminds us kindness always comes back, usually when we need it most. What would you have done if you were Jake? Tell us below. We read every single comment. See you in the next one.